Hey guys, how you doing there? Mitch Bay coming right back at you. Got an email from Susan a couple days ago asking me as a seller, how do you guys avoid the scams, right? Scams are just part of the business. Every business, whether it be brick or mortar or online, we have to deal with scams, right? So 99% of your business is going to be good business. People really want your product and there we go. You do a great transaction and it's fine. But you're going to have that 1% where people are going to be playing games with you, trying to scam you and things of that nature. So she's asking me, how do you avoid it? Well, you do the best you can, right? Of course, you want to make sure your profits get your profit for your product. Make sure you build your reputation online, and make sure you have good stuff to sell to people. But there's always that 1%. There's always going to be one or two in the crowd, right? So first thing you want to do is, I always tell people, listen to your sixth sense. First thing, right? Your sixth sense, right? When the person reaches out to you, interested in your product, review what they say, understand what they're going for, and make sure that it makes sense to you. So what I mean by that, let me give you an example. When I first started my eBay store years ago, I had a guy on there asking me, trying to pay me like 3 times the amount of the product, you know. Already that doesn't sound right. I was a new seller, yeah, but even I knew even then, it just didn't sound right. So listen to first your sixth sense. Get that gut feeling, say, does this sound right to you? Probably not, right? Number two is this. They're going to try to send you a message, and in that message, it'll have their number in there. Some number to text, whatever, to text them or to call them, right? Never do that. Always stay on the eBay platform. It's there for a reason. It's there to keep you safe. It's there to keep any transaction you make will be recorded by eBay. Therefore, you're protected, to some extent. If you go offline with this person offering you maybe 10 or 15 bucks more than your noted price on your site, well, that's going to be on you if you get scammed, because eBay has those policies in place to protect you and also to protect the buyers as well, right? So always keep yourself on that platform. Never go off the platforms for some, for some texting to somebody, or they offer you like 3 or 4 times the amount of your product through a text scheme, Never do that, because it's always going to be some error on you, and you're gonna be the one that have to pay the price for that, every time. So stay on the eBay platform. Number three, if it sounds fishy, it smells fishy, look at their how long they've been online for, right? Because even buyers are rated these days. Even buyers get ratings, right? So a couple of things I look at. If it's a brand new buyer, that's not always, doesn't always mean that they're scammy, but it means, just be aware that they might be a new buyer, right? Number two, look at their reviews. If they get 1 or 2 reviews or people say, hey, this guy's a scammer, well, there you go. You've been warned already, right? So things like that might help you out as far as being a brand new buyer account. Also look at their reviews, But sometimes even those things, they might still be a legitimate person, right? But just make sure you look at stuff like that to help you out to understand how that works, Another thing too, you want to make sure that they are actually someone who's part of the eBay network, right? eBay buyer or eBay seller. Look at their platform, because a lot of times you see people who buy on eBay also sell on eBay too. They do back and forth, So look at their reviews, see what they say about reviews, see what happens about the reviews, and try to understand that, And the last thing I want to tell you about these guys is when they want to, they're asking you for a product, right? So you sell the product. And then they say, oh, this isn't what I wanted, and or they're angry or whatever. They didn't get what they wanted from you. So they ask you for the refund, right? So refunds are fine, but here's what we don't do. You don't refund until you get the product back in your hands again. And the reason why is this, because sometimes people do a bait and switch, right? So you might sell them a product, right? You sell them this nice little wooden thing, for 1,000 bucks. It's such a very rare product, right? So you send it to them for 1,000 bucks. 3 days later, they say, oh, this wasn't what I wanted. Terrible. I want a refund. Okay, no problem at all. Start the process through eBay, correct? Through the process through eBay. But you make sure you get back the product you sent, because sometimes people are just bad out there, right? They will send back a rock in the mail to you, and it's not your product, of course, right? It's a rock. It's not what you sent to them. At that point there, you contact eBay and you don't refund at all, This happened to me a couple years ago. I didn't get a rock back, but I didn't get back what I sent, because I marked my stuff a certain way that I know it's my stuff, So it came back, it wasn't mine. I let eBay know about it and stuff. eBay sent me the refund and didn't send the buyer anything at all, because they knew the game, So Refunds are fine. Refunds are part of business, but don't refund until you get your product back into your hands again, okay? I know you want to do good customer service. That's fine. We all do. But you don't want to do it to the extent that you're losing money because you're trying to be a good seller of your product, right? Make sure that gets back into your hands before you send you send them the refund, okay? That's all you got to do. Last thing here, guys, just listen to your sixth sense. Be aware of what's going on with your store, with your products, you know. Be aware of who you're selling to. Don't get off the platform. Stay on the platform at all times, you know. It is there to protect you. And just know this, guys, it's going to happen to you. Sooner or later, you will get scammed. It's a guarantee. Just know how to handle it when it happens to you. Just understand how to handle it and just take it in stride. Have a little bit of a thick skin and you'll be fine, okay? Because it's going to happen, like, it's just going to happen. There are a lot of bad people out there doing bad things every day because they don't want to work hard like you or me or anybody else. So they're going to scam their way through their life. And sometimes these scammers hit me and they hit you and so on and so forth. Just understand what to do when that happens, okay? All right, you guys. Please subscribe, comment, and like, and thank you very much. Have a good night. Bye.